Okay, hopefully the sound's a little bit better. I did adjust the microphone settings, so we are going to go and look at the Country Mansion, which is the second big thing I built after this castle. Why am I looking over there? Oh no, I've decided to show you the bottom of the bridge, because I didn't show you the bottom of the bridge last time. It's all very interesting, I suppose. It's now about 2 weeks since I made this video, so actually should have showed you the other side door to the castle, so it's quite cool, but never mind. Yeah, trying to find my way up. Anyway, so we're going to go to the train station first. You'll notice I have my minecarts in a box, or a chest rather. That's because if you leave the minecart on the tracks, villagers will come and get in them and ride them backwards and forwards for eternity, which is very annoying because you have to then try and catch them. Excuse me. So, get in the minecart. Am I good? Oh, I was going to, yeah, powered rails. I'm sure you know about powered rails, but I was being a bit overly thorough. Press the button and we're off. And out of the way. There's you'll see there's, just before we go into the tunnel, there's a wiggly bit, like used to be another train station where you get off and then get on another train. Just here, just this wiggly bit there. So I used to stop here, but I destroyed that and decided it was better just to have one train going all the way there. So this is a bit of a way from the castle. Pig. It's alright, they don't get hurt. Okay, so this is, what's he doing? Look, that's what happens. That's what happens if you leave it there. He would have been off. Idiot. I like my villagers, but they are stupid. So anyway, here we have the mansion. It's a bit close up. I think I did go further away. Made it out of smooth stone, which I thought would look nicer actually. It looks a bit like concrete, but never mind. It has the balcony, some nice marble columns at the front. Some lighting again to stop monsters spawning. That's the main entrance hall with my polished granite staircase. The kids don't like it. They say it's ugly, but I like the polished granite. Here's the ballroom. This has a polished andesite and diorite floor. I'm quite pleased with my fireplaces in here as well, actually. I think they turned out well. So that was the ballroom. That's entirely one side. And then we have the living room. Oh yeah, there's the lighting. It's all suspended on iron chains. It's glowstone lighting. Some more of my dogs. I think I had to tame 10 wolves to get a trophy, so that's why I've got so many, because I bred some dogs, but it doesn't count. We have a nice coffee table and couches. Various artworks on the wall and stuff. And then through to the dining room. It's not that exciting actually, the dining room, but it's a dining room with a table, chairs. And then where are we going? We're going to go out the back or upstairs? No, the back I think, yeah. So this is the back porch. and we'll be going out to the garden. This is the garden, all walled off and safe again from monsters. Various things. That's my roses. Little, what I like to think of as a vegetable patch. It's actually a small farm, but these are my, that's a pig. These are my beehives. You'll notice fires underneath the hives and the bee's nest. That's because it's like using smoke like real beekeepers do. That's a baby bee. There might be some proper bees come out in a minute. Yeah, if you don't have smoke going through them, then the bees will come out and attack you if you try to get the honeycomb or honey. You can make a beehive by harvesting honeycomb from a bee's nest and using some wood, which is why the bee's nest in the other part is there. One of my farmers. And then I thought it would be cool. I've got lots of kelp growing here and it interferes with the top of the water for some reason. Looks much better without it. Anyway, I thought it would be cool. Any minute now. To have, wait for it. Here we are. It's a secret room. You can't actually see from above the water. It's meant to be kind of like a treasure room, so these are priceless paintings, and I quite like the ceiling. And I don't know how it came out like that, but, and then there's some jewels and golden armour and stuff in there. So I don't often come in here. It's just kind of there. Really? So that's the secret treasure room that fulfills no real purpose. Oh, and it's getting dark again. That's the back of the mansion, obviously. And then we will be going upstairs in a sec. Yeah, these glowstone cubes I harvested from the nether. So off we are to the balcony. That's a nice stained blue glass window behind. That's the small village that I made. I'll show you that in a minute. Yes. Doors on each side of the balcony. I kind of thought of it as like a presidential mansion type, you know, you could go out and address crowds from the front. Anyway, master bedroom. Tiddles 3. That's my bed, which I'm going to sleep in, so it's daylight outside. And again, some nice garden views. Dying zombie. And here we have the bathroom. So, nice big bath. And obviously we have the toilet. Always keep the lid down. And the sink and a towel. And some more. It's quite limited to the amount of artwork you can have, so they're all very similar everywhere. And then going across the galleried landing, we have the first of 3 additional bedrooms. Or 3 guest bedrooms, I should say, because I thought I'd do some interesting carpeting in here. I don't know why. And then the last of the bedrooms. They've got nice big windows. So then we are going to go upstairs into the attic rooms. Now this is the library with lots of clerics. And there's an extra extra little gallery library bit there as well. This is all made out of dark oak. And yep, there's lots of these. Most of these guys I cured from being zombies. Not the farmers, but the clerics. Because they're handy to have, because they sell you cool stuff at a discounted price because you've killed them from being a zombie. Okay, these are the staff quarters. Yeah. So the staff bedrooms. So I like the idea of, you know, there being staff who live in the mansion. It's another bedroom. And it's only really because of having lots of beds, so that you get lots of villagers. Again, further bedroom and the final staff bedroom. Now I'll show you the loft. It's not that exciting because there's not really anything in here, but it's a big space, so I did think I'd put loads of chests and stuff up here to keep things in, but I never did. There's one chest and it doesn't actually have anything in it. So that was the staff quarters. They don't have any windows, unfortunately. I just couldn't manage to do that. There's always a guy standing at the top of the stairs. I don't know why. And then these are the kitchens. Rather unhygienically, people standing on the work surfaces, but never mind. And these are the kitchen staff, technically, although they're all things like leather workers and stuff, because that's the job that the cauldron and stuff gives to them. And there you go, that's the mansion. Took me quite a long time to build that, actually. Get the lighting right. And then, much more recently, I decided I was going to build a little village for more villagers. Oh no, hang on, swimming pool first. Can't have a mansion without a swimming pool. It's just a basic swimming pool, made out of marble. Diving board. I like it though. I realised it's almost an exact replica of a swimming pool that we go to nearby. They have these small pools that you can rent for an hour just for yourself. And that's the outdoors one. Looks exactly the same. So anyway, here's my small village. Meant to be a bit more upmarket, so, you know, nicer roofs, and they've all got their nice stuff, bit of carpet, nice little front gardens. The only actual reason I did the front gardens was for the lighting, because you can I didn't want to put street lights and these lights absolutely everywhere, so I thought, do some front gardens with fences, and then I can put torches on them, and then that will stop any nasty guys from spawning. Another farm there. And these are little 2-bedroom houses they've got workstations for the villagers, so they can have different jobs. And the well, of course. And then I think I've decided to show you my, I call it my villager reclamation station. This is where I go at night. I have to wander around. It's all marked because actually once the villager is cured, you put them in a boat. You can row the boat across land, so I've made like a thing so I can take them back to the mansion. So yeah, you wander around at night and you find a zombie villager, which is obviously different from a normal zombie. And then, excuse me, just drinking some water. Yeah, and then lure them in here. So I get them back here, and then come out and I put one of those bars down in that gap. You can see there's bars in there, and then you chuck a splash potion of weakness at them, and then feed them a golden apple, and it takes about 5 minutes. Oh, I'm demonstrating. There you go. That's what I do, and then they're stuck in there, and then I chuck the stuff and feed them the apple, and then 5 minutes later they turn into a villager, and then you can turn them into, well, if you use a lectern, which I think there's one in there, that turns them into a cleric, and then you keep destroying the lectern and then putting it down again, and it changes what they will sell you until you get them to sell you an enchanted book with something useful like mending or unbreaking 3 or what's another good one? Protection 4 for your armour, or there's quite a few that are really handy to have but are really difficult to get unless you do that. And also they usually sell them at least half price, and emeralds are difficult to come by, so you can buy all these things. Oh, Fortune 3 on a pickaxe is very good because you get lots of stuff. You get more, like if you mine a couple of blocks of diamond, you don't get 2 blocks of diamond, 2 diamonds rather. You'll get like 4 or possibly even more if you've got Fortune 3 on your pickaxe. So I think that was the mansion. I don't know if there's anything else I decided to put on the end of this. But we'll go back to see what I did. I say that mansion was my second big thing after doing the castle. I think before I did before I built most of the town, I did that, but I was quite pleased with it. It took me a very long time to get all the materials up here because they all came from the mines down here. And back we go. Yeah, there's not much more of this one. It's about 2.5 minutes. 3 minutes. Not much. I'm not entirely sure I actually did much else. Why am I going down there? Don't know. I think I got distracted at this point by actually doing stuff that I wanted to do. So you might get a couple of minutes of me putting things away in chests. Oh, I didn't mention my suits of armour, or did I? I don't know. That's just an armour stand with some iron armour on. They've all got swords. I used to have them holding weird things like a fish and, bizarre stuff, but I decided to give them swords instead. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for this one. Not quite as long as the last one, although it was split in 2. Yeah, I did start putting things away in chests, didn't I? So the next and final video, which I will get around to in the next couple of days, it's not as long as this one. Again, it's only about 15 minutes, the last one. In that one, I will be going into the Nether, showing you my Nether, the Nether Fortress, and then my underwater castle and sort of weird floating outpost thing. Why did I do that? I think it ran away. That's the trouble. Eggs are a bit useless. You can just chuck them and they break. You can't really use them for much else, but sometimes a chicken hatches out of them when you throw them. there we are. And that's putting some of my stuff away. Yeah, I shouldn't have done this. I should have stopped the video before doing all this. But anyway, it's finished now. You can probably stop watching at any point if you like. Although there's only 21 seconds of it left, so. Right, that's that one. Hopefully the sound came out better anyway. Oh, did you see my chandelier? I never explained that.